It's showtime.
Good morning. Wake up. 61 degrees out there. I'll tell you more about the weather in just a moment. We'll do weather one time today, Jamie.
Yeah! Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM as we get ready to head into Easter weekend.
Yes.
Woo-woo. That's right. I noticed none of y'all brought any candy.
Yeah, we got on bright colored shirts.
We
So.
do.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Might have a gummy bear.
I've got gummies.
I got gummies with CBD in them. That's good. Zack's
Sleep like a
ready
baby.
to go. We'll talk about Russell Wilson getting a small. Did y'all hear about that?
Hey, I'll tell you about it here in a minute.
Don't steal his thunder. Don't steal his
That's
thunder.
a tease. That's a teaser.
Well, before I forget it, let's do the weather.
61 degrees, and it's going to warm up quite nicely today. That's right. And we don't have to worry about rain just yet this morning or this afternoon, but it is on its way. And definitely keep an eye on the weather because we could have some severe thunderstorms. And of course, you know, they always talk about the tornadoes that come with that. So 77 for that high today, 50 for that low. Tomorrow, of course, rain and pretty much throughout the day, 52 for that high. And then things dry out. Just lovely for a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Look at that Sunday, 75
Good for
degrees.
an egg drop.
Gorgeous.
You ain't a kidding.
Absolutely wonderful. And thank you, Don Carter, for sponsoring the weather. You can give him a call, 230-6699.
They are some dependable folks.
Yes,
right
they
there.
are.
Joseph, you got a lot of car shows to talk about later
We
on.
do. Hopefully this rain and bad weather will stay away.
We ain't got here yet.
Classic cars and hail don't go good
Wait a
together.
minute. You got on purple socks.
Dude,
Oh my!
LSU.
Boy, talk about standing out like a turd in a punch bowl.
You want some?
You'll be good at West Limestone School today. And you got several things to talk about, Motormouth, don't you?
I do. Several things to talk about. Easter sunrise service, National Day of Prayer, and a helicopter egg drop.
All right. But first,
Man.
let's go to sports this morning to find out what's happening with All-Star Sport.
Welcome to CTV 11 Sports, brought to you by All-Star Plumbers. For your plumbing needs, go to All-Star Plumbers. Also by Applebee's Tailgate Talk, 10 to 12 every Saturday morning on the Big 1080 WKC, where we will be next Saturday at the car show. So
You will be.
Stop by and see us. Say hi. Hey, first off, I need to mention, I've been mentioning that we were going to have our Bama meeting tonight with former Bama offensive lineman Mike Johnson at Greenbrier. That has been moved to Monday night. So Monday night, 6 o'clock. So everybody come. This will actually be our first, I think, player from Coach Saban's team that we've had.
Right.
We've had a lot of Coach Bryant, Coach Stallings. So this will be our first Coach Saban player. So everybody come on out. We'll go ahead and mention, I think Brad's got a graphic on Russell Wilson. He signed a 4-year, $140 million extension, which makes him the highest paid football player in the NFL. Do you know who's had the, and I did not know this, they said who's thrown the most touchdowns in the last 3 years? You would think Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. It was Russell Wilson. So congratulations to him for getting that.
I bet his agent used that in their negotiations.
They can't.
Well, you know what, Joseph? He also said, if you don't sign me by midnight, y'all can forget it. I'm going to be a free agent. So
That's kind of what I'm about to tell everybody else.
Seattle can't. Nobody's capable.
I'm about to walk out.
Hey,
Zack will take over.
That's right, Zack.
we got plenty of talent in this place. Ain't that right? Brad?
I tried that Channel 31. How'd that go?
Man.
Well, it did work out pretty good in the end.
Yeah, it worked out in the
The
end.
first year or two.
Short-term loss, long-term gain.
Hey, everybody, which I've never been in 42 years, I never went to the Tanner Tractor Pool, but after 42
That makes 2 of us.
42 years there, I can't believe you never did a country rover story there.
Yeah, I've been.
But they're hanging up
All
their
right,
boots.
all right, there's one reason I ain't doing it no more. 1, 2, 3. Everybody in here, only one person ever went to one.
Yeah, I've been to about 3 of them.
They raised a lot of money for them.
Yeah.
I love Shirley Haney.
Shirley Haney was the founder of it. And his son, they said he's just getting too much and couldn't. Jason Black was in the article
They couldn't get
saying
any
they couldn't get
volunteers.
volunteers to come. So they might put it on a later time, but right now it is done. Hey, congratulations to Athens senior Gracie Green. She hit 3 home runs in one game against
3 dingas.
Madison County. 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Not a bad game. That might have been her last home game too. I'm not sure, but hey, that's pretty good right there.
Pretty good.
Hey, If you've been watching Atlanta Braves last 2 nights, you probably heard in the crowd, "We want Craig, we want Craig." That's because the bullpen for 2 games in a row blew another one. Fellas, there's a guy from Huntsville, Alabama, sitting at home right now who would love to pitch for his old team again. Management, sign Craig Kimball right now. We need him. Come on. We're tired of talking about it. Let's do it.
Coach Zack.
Let's do it. Hey, and one more thing. I know Chuck was all excited before he left this morning. Joe Oliva is out as LSU's AD, and it looks like they're bringing back former LSU associate AD and Texas A&M AD Scott Woodward, who's done pretty good at A&M. He hired Jimbo Fisher and
How long
Buzz
are you going to
Williams.
drag this out?
Jamie, back to you.
Just funny.
We don't have no pictures today, so I figure I had a little extra.
I got something to talk about, Zach.
I'm sorry.
You know what it is?
No.
Me.
Of course.
We should have known that.
Are you rolling, Todd?
Oh, boy.
I'm doing this for Dr. Sam over
you
at
are?
Discovery Medical Center on Pratt Avenue in Huntsville. It's been 1 week since I had my stem cell injections in both my knees.
Yes.
Last week, matter of fact. Drove to get the new dog, Z2, 4 hours the other day. Didn't have
Wow.
to get out and stretch my legs. Could get in and out of the Hummer. I've had no arthritic pain in my old knee.
Awesome.
Wow.
Not in it.
Good.
Yeah.
I know it takes 3 to 6 months for all this starting to regenerate stuff. I gotta tell y'all, if you are looking to get shed of your joint pains, I'm telling you, get an stem cell
Thankful,
injection.
thankful,
That
thankful.
stuff's working for me. I am not. Ask Gloria. She said, I don't hear him in there complaining in the morning when he puts his socks on.
No more grunting.
Yeah, I can move around good. You know,
This is awesome.
it is
Yes,
good.
I
I'm,
mean,
I'm very impressed
absolutely.
with Dr. Sam, the whole group over Discovery Medical Center.
Should send Coach Saban over there for a
Dr.
tip.
Kathy hooked you
Anyway,
up.
thank you, Todd, for getting this video for me this morning. Did y'all hear that? Yeah,
They did.
I was hoping everybody else would hear it too. That way I do it that way I don't have to get Gloria to reshoot that when we get home.
No, I got you.
He's multi-talented.
Dustin
Todd's
says he'll
got
be here
it.
in a little bit. Lindsay Lane, I know, is having 2 services. How many of y'all having some?
We'll have one service.
Just one. Lindsay Lane, 8:30 and 10:30. So y'all come on out for that. So I don't know if I'm going to be preaching or not, but y'all can see
You
me.
will not be.
You'll see me when you come in the front door. So anyway, I'm
You'll
going to
be
take a break. When we
greeting.
come back, we'll talk more about Russell Wilson. Let me go back to the count. He got, was it $100 million guaranteed, Zach? Guaranteed. $35 million a year. He's the highest paid football player in the NFL.
That is unbelievable.
Well, at least he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
he's a Christian.
you know, if he was a jerk, we would be more upset, right?
Hey, Zach, is
That's
no
a lot
Kyler
of
Murray going to get that kind of money?
No, he don't need to be the first pick in the draft.
He's going to be more like Manziel than Russell Wilson.
You think so?
Hey, I got to pick. If Kyler Murray's first pick in the draft, Cardinals wasting their money. You call. I heard
That's all over.
it, just like Johnny Manziel.
Yes.
You need Drew Lock.
Hey,
He's a Missouri guy.
let me take a break. Y'all hang on.
You talking about Drew Lock?
Yeah.
I'll climb up in it.
You will.
And now it's time for the #1 game show anywhere on television at 12 after 6. Judge Jamie, brought to you by One Love Hearing. He's on a bucket list with his grandfather at 82, traveling across the West right
But
now.
this ain't one of his bucket lists. Come
He'll
on.
be up here
No,
soon.
he's not,
One
Brad.
Love Hearing. Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
nice.
Jason, you do remember how to play Judge Jamie? Jason Parnell.
Well, it's a complicated game, but I think I can.
Hey, Todd. Make sure you got the head in.
There's
Can
Greg.
y'all see me?
Yes. We can
I
see
want
you.
to delay Judge Jamie for a moment because yesterday, y'all know we're moving. Finally sold our house thanks to Mara Mack and everybody that's been
Wow,
involved. We bought a new
congratulations.
house.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I have just been informed. We got Christian counseling up here right now, so that's the reason, Jason, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I was going to save this for next week, but I wanted to go now because it's really affected me.
Uh-oh.
I had a hard time sleeping last night. Gloria has finally basically cut me off.
Oh my goodness. Define that.
That's it. You are cut off, buddy.
Cut me off.
That's it.
Dr. Parnell.
Well, you know,
Thank you, Jason.
sounds like a personal problem, but we
It
can
is a
handle it.
personal problem. Here's the problem. This house, it's got a white
Zach, pay attention.
marble countertop.
The island is huge and it's white marble.
White
yes.
marble.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can't do it there no more.
Explain yourself.
I cannot do it on the marble
Okay.
Can't do it in the kitchen.
Okay.
Or cut off.
TMI, TMI.
Cut off. You know what? All my life, I sound like that Gibson's Zaddy commercial now. All my life. You just give me one thing. It's all I've ever wanted. A dang newspaper.
No way.
She has cut me out of the kitchen. I can no longer. That's why I brought this out this morning. This right here.
You are not getting ink
It's
all
full.
over
I was
my marble
gonna say,
counter.
Full.
It'll wipe off on
She's
it.
afraid
I don't
of.
know.
Full of newspaper.
I think I'm with you on this, Jamie. That white sauce, you can put your newspaper on. Come on, boy.
Nope.
Here's her point, Jay.
Who's going to come wipe down all the doors?
Pay attention.
I'm paying attention. I'm
Everywhere.
listening to every word.
Because I read so many. Well, I figured it up. I read about almost 100 newspapers a month.
You do.
Wow.
Do you know there's ink all over the doors? He can't touch a handle. He's got to touch the
Yeah.
door. Nope.
The bag, whatever. Ink is all over our white doors in our house. The new people will have a hard time scrubbing that off.
I
But
cleaned it.
she gets on to me constantly about newspapers.
Can't you wash your hands after you?
Tell him, Zack.
Wear
Used
gloves.
to, when I was at 31, I'd have y'all remember that deal? I had a stack of papers that big. I'd go through the Fort Payne Journal, Scottsboro Sentinel,
The Fact Times.
Elk Valley Times. Are we losing your interest?
No, I'm just preparing for what I'm going to tell you here in a second.
So, it ain't like I did hear Abby this week where I was, wearing her underwear around the house or nothing. I couldn't stretch it that far. But the thing is, she's cutting me off. Now, what do y'all think? What do y'all think?
I think you
worldwide
should
right
read
now?
in the
no
office.
More newspapers are about to stink anyway, but I
That's
love
right.
the
They're out of
newspaper.
here.
I think you can read the paper as long as you wash your hands, Jamie.
It ain't the same.
I know it's not.
What would we have to look at in here in the mornings?
Because what
So
he
let's get
does,
everybody's vote in here.
he'll cut the newspapers up and they'll be all
Ask me
over the
first.
whole aisle.
Zack, you're first.
I say you
Right.
should be able to read it,
That's right.
but you need to wash your hands after you do it.
I have the right
That's
to
why you're
read
single, Zack.
wherever I want.
No, sir.
I agree in principle, but I also know a happy wife, happy life.
Too late.
There's
All
that.
right, Joseph, you screw this up, you're out of here, Mustang man. Come on, Hot Rod.
You better make Mama happy.
All right, so one, and now, let's go to
So far you got Zack.
Dr. Jason Parnell,
So
his
far you
Christian
have
advice
Zack.
this morning, when a man of my status and legendary.
Blah, blah, blah.
That is
Can
true.
you believe that's the only thing he has
And
to
my
complain
wife.
about?
Hey,
20 years.
that's pretty good. That's all you have to complain about.
Cut me off. All right.
Better to sleep on a rooftop in a house than an angry woman. So, you had better get this one right.
Yeah.
That's what Scripture says.
You've been sitting here the whole time. That's the best you can come up with.
That's all I got.
Better to sleep on a rooftop
But
than with an angry woman.
That's what Scripture says. Or, you can go back,
You got anything
you
else?
love your wife as Christ loved the church.
You can go to Dusty's office
What
and
has
read
that
your
got to do with the
newspapers.
newspaper? So you know what the solution we've come up with?
Just roll out a paper towel and read it on the paper towel.
See, I suggested
Here's
that.
what we've come up with.
Okay.
I am removing a piece of furniture from this building to go into my office at my new house. This
Your
will
island?
be from now on where I will be reading my newspapers from.
Really?
okay.
Standing?
Because I don't have to
Anyway.
stand to read.
He stands up at the kitchen island.
Do you
anyway.
really?
Yeah.
Is that going to be your breakfast too?
It might be.
That would hurt my lower back.
So now y'all know the rest of the story. I hope I've explained that for all of y'all.
So who won?
I did.
Because
Because
you're
it was-
going to
it
get your
was 3 to
podium
2.
now. You're going to get your podium now.
I think the headlines in the paper tomorrow will say, Jamie Cooper has been cut off.
No more newspaper.
Well, victory comes with a price, And my dad said you can be right or you can be happy, but you can't be both.
Hey, I've been to
Got
headlines
that?
in paper before.
Yeah, okay.
How'd that go?
But now
Not
you're
too
happy.
good.
Too
All
good.
right, let's get on Judge Jamie. Y'all been right now. Thank you for that wonderful advice.
This is the
You're
cutoff
welcome.
edition.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You can
And
go
all
to
you
the kitchen
millions
table.
playing at home and worldwide. Right now, if the U.S. Senate race was
Oh.
held, who would be the winner in Alabama?
Coverable.
I
Roy
can't
Moore.
believe
Roy Moore is the right
Are
answer.
you
would die.
kidding me?
Roy Moore would be the
believe that?
right answer.
Wow.
They interviewed all the knuckleheads. That's who that responded
Now,
to
he
the
would have won
survey.
it last
Probably.
time anyway. The House, the House represented, they're in session right now. House Bill 350 from Representative Terry Collins of Decatur is what? That she's trying to get approved.
With the left lane Go to prison.
No, it's an education bill, isn't it?
That ain't the marijuana bill, is it?
No, but you're close, Zach. So let's do it. Decatur Lawmakers bill would allow home deliveries of wine. She says, I like to drink wine. If I want to send a case when I'm visiting somewhere else home, I ought to be able to do that.
How do you
Good
keep
point.
kids from ordering it, though?
You can't ship it now.
Well, that's
Hey,
what- that's what
I just,
we're trying
Jamie,
to
I
say.
need to interrupt. Somebody, I just got a post saying your mic is not working. So is it on?
Yes, it is, Zach.
Okay, I'm just,
Brad, can you?
the millions and millions of people watching, I just want to make
It's
sure.
on.
Zach is just trying to help everybody.
The guy at home's mic isn't on, is what he meant to say.
All right.
That's right.
There are 2 eagles down at Cambridge Lane that was in the News Courier this week. They've been there for like 4 or 5 years. They're sitting on an egg. Here's a picture of them.
That's a long time to wait.
That's a long time to be on an egg.
It
Wow.
is.
What's the name of those 2 eagles?
Adam and Steve.
They have names.
Hazel and Henry.
That's why I've been waiting so long.
Somebody
Hazel
named
and
it.
Henry.
I'm going to skip the next one.
Oh, that's funny, Greg.
Y'all heard about the guy that bet $85,000 and won $1.2 million?
Yeah.
This is in USA Today. this
He
morning.
was a bad person.
All right, Zach, God, that was the rest of the story. What's his?
I mean, he's been, I think, beat up his girlfriend or wife,
my
been
gosh.
arrested several times.
He's been arrested 4 or 5, maybe up to 10 times for domestic violence.
Wow.
So this is bringing attention to all of that, the fact that he's in
No,
the...
they just mentioned that in it. Nobody-
Like somebody said, though, what's that got? That really didn't have nothing to do with it.
Because
This
you're
guy
scum.
tracked him down.
All right, let's move on.
You're
move on. Let's go
scum
down
if
that.
you do that.
Everybody
Don't
knows
do
who
that.
James Spann is, right? The meteorologist out of Birmingham. What's he been complaining about lately?
Kids don't know how to read a map,
Not just kids,
but students.
anybody.
Anybody.
No,
Y'all hear
somebody.
that?
All people.
He said 85% of the people, like some of y'all at home this morning, if he gave you a blank map of the state of Alabama, you couldn't find out where you were within 50 miles.
Oh,
of
you
it.
couldn't name your county or whatever.
No,
That's
you
pretty
couldn't. No,
sad.
you could name your county, you couldn't find it on a map.
On a map. You couldn't
You
locate.
couldn't find your.
Where's your town on the map?
Oh,
You couldn't find where you are within 50 miles.
Well, they ain't moved as many times as I have. I can read a map.
It's
Looking
because
up.
of Google Maps.
We're the
Yeah.
15%ers in here.
The phones
Alabama
break
had
down.
their A-Day game. This Alabama's football team here at Crimson Tide. I know you're.
I heard that.
You heard that.
Who does he pull for?
The field goals there
Zoo.
weren't very good. The guy from Will, how you pronounce his last name?
Reichert.
Reichert.
His mama's from Tanner High School.
Hit a 43-yarder. Where did Alabama rank last year by both of us in extra points?
105.
128.
150.
We were terrible.
Extra point.
Excuse me.
Greg, 130th, dead
Yeah,
last.
I said last first, then 120.
Yeah, we were terrible.
Belichick's
But
been there.
didn't
We just scored
preseason
touchdowns, Brad.
didn't preseason Saban predict that this was the year that Bama would have a good kicker?
They are. Riker's going to be great.
Oh, okay. But he
Well,
didn't do too good.
no, let's don't put all the pressure on that kid this soon.
All right, what happened?
Hope he's better.
California Police Department,
Sorry.
23,000 people, Laguna Beach, repainted their 11 Ford Explorers with a new design with American flag in it.
Yes.
What's the problem?
They think it's too aggressive.
Too aggressive, offensive to tourists and immigrants.
How is that too
The
aggressive?
city council
come on.
voted to keep it, however.
Which, why is it?
It's
Amen.
anti-American.
Yeah.
It's America.
It's
It is
California.
America, right?
I mean, get out of here if you don't like it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't come visit.
California's going to drop off.
Go home.
Go visit North Korea.
That's
The
right.
world's,
Right answer.
what is a Yangtze giant turtle? Yangtze, Y-A-N-G-T-Z-E.
Yangtze? Yeah.
Is it a
Yangtze.
a
It's a
tortoise?
Chinese turtle.
How rare is it?
It's like, there's only 2 left.
Good answer. Good
Yeah.
answer. Jack, you're right. Wait, it's the rarest
Oh,
turtle
the third
in
one
the
died
world.
recently.
That's his shell?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big one.
It's like a big.
What happened to the 13-year-old middle school student down in Florida? Why did he get suspended?
Called the teacher a
alligator
bad
school.
word.
He recited the pledge in Spanish.
He passed out in class. Why did he pass out in class?
He was
Little
huffing.
Stevie passed gas next to him.
He had stolen or borrowed from his grandfather 16 miniature Fireball cinnamon whiskey bottles.
Borrowed.
Borrowed.
He had
Borrowed.
drank
He borrowed.
9 of them when he passed out.
That's terrible.
Oh, a middle schooler?
Drank that
Had them in his
much?
backpack.
That happens all the time. You'd be surprised.
School, really?
Really?
Yeah.
And now, with more on Limestone County School Systems, here is Greg Skipworth.
No comment.
All right, boys, we're going to finish this out with Easter.
Okay.
What is the date? Only the preacher remember know this one. What is the date of Easter next year?
Oh, I don't know. It should be closer to March next year, I would think.
Well, that's close. April
Yeah.
12th.
Yeah.
That's we'll give you one
Okay.
now. Why is Easter held when it is?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it represents Passover, but you know.
It goes back to a Roman holiday.
It's the first Sunday after the first full moon following spring equinox.
Yeah.
Light of the
This is
world. The
true.
days are longer and brighter. Spring also means back to life for plants and trees. You getting on? You might be able to use this.
I'm going to use this in my sermon.
You might be able to use it. The Easter Bunny came on the scene when?
1921.
1700s?
17th century. Baby, Greg, you were on fire. In Germany, it's a German tradition of bringing eggs to kids. And rabbits have amazing power of fertility, don't they, Zack?
Yeah.
Yep. He raises them.
My sister's got one, still got spunky.
Still got spunky.
She still got
What
her.
is the most popular color of Easter eggs?
Pink.
Yeah, I would think pink
Purple.
or yellow.
Green.
Purple's close. Red, because it is the
Red.
blood of Christ.
I don't know if I've ever seen a red Easter.
That's what research says. What does the hard shell of, this is why they use eggs, what does the hard shell symbolize?
The tomb?
That is
Yeah.
right. And you would have thought. All right.
Look, I focus on Jesus, not an egg.
What does the cracking of an egg symbolize?
The opening of the tomb?
The rebirth.
The rebirth. Exactly. Man, y'all catching on good now. I just want y'all to know that. All right. What percentage of Americans will attend an Easter service this Sunday?
More than normally comes.
What percent?
70.
52 weeks of the year.
40%.
I'd say probably about 60%.
I'll let you have one. A little over 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their one time a year. That's what the
Well,
big fight.
well, usually they're Creasters. Christmas and
Christmas and
Easter. So
Easter.
they're
John
Creasters.
Dees, you say people hop in and hop out?
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. Jesus' cross that he carried weighed how much?
I say 150 pounds.
200 pounds.
Yeah, I'd say about 225.
75 pounds.
125.
I'm going
Who
to say.
knows?
Who said 155?
No.
I said 125.
I did it? I think I did. I don't know.
I think you did. But
think
it's
they want
165 pounds.
It's heavy.
Now, see how much stuff you can utilize and give me full credit now. So
I will give you full credit if I use any of it.
last Thursday
Well spoken.
on a chocolate wrapped. We used to save ours, me and my brothers out in New York, save them until they got some
Freezer burn.
freezer burn. You couldn't eat them. What percent? Okay, here's it. 89% of the people that eat chocolate rabbits eat what part first?
The ears.
The ears is the right answer. The ears is the right
Absolutely.
answer. I hope y'all have learned something.
Well, they're just kinda
today
sticking
about
up there
me
ready
being
for you to
cut off.
bite 'em.
And I got to thank you for that wonderful advice.
That's right.
You're welcome, man. I try to do what I can for everybody.
Happy wife, happy life.
Jamie, you need to read your newspapers on your iPad.
So when we
That's right.
see Jamie's pictures from being
read
at his new
Proverbs.
home, he's going to be up on the roof, right? Sleeping.
He's going to be sleeping up there because Gloria's
Y'all
angry.
hang on.
Good morning. 61 degrees out there. No worries about rain out there just this moment, but rain is definitely in the forecast. Severe rain and thunderstorms, not severe rain, but severe thunderstorms are in the forecast. So keep an eye on that this evening, afternoon hours. And high temperatures today, 77. Tomorrow, rain again, 52.
Friday?
Yes, it's going to be cold, but just in time. Look at the beautiful weekend. So it's going to be a wonderful Easter weekend. SaveWithGloria.com. Go if you're looking for that mortgage. Hometown Lenders would love to help you. And don't forget Don Carter Heating and Cooling. Give them a call for all your heating and cooling needs.
And moving right along here with Coach Greg Skipworth down at West Limestone High School. Anything happening in track, or is it over?
Yeah, we just finished our last regular meet Monday night at Athens, and the 26th and 27th of April is our sectional meet over at James Clemens.
And then it's done.
And then we go to state if we qualify, and then we're done. State will be May 2nd through 4th.
All right.
Got to Gulf Shores.
What's happening with Paul Feinbaum? I've been high-hatting him ever since Bama got stomped.
Well, we're just shifted over to football talk.
Probably time to talk.
We got rid of that basketball nonsense. You know, someone called in and talked about wanting him to. Did you watch the Mississippi State baseball game? And I'm like, who cares? You know,
the people playing.
The people love baseball.
well, yeah,
I mean, basketball.
but they're not
care.
calling the show. You know?
So people back up to snuff now. Talking. Anybody dogging out Bama?
No, everybody's talking still about Will Wade and the dumpster fire that is LSU right now.
Well, they just got a new athletic director too.
Yeah, the only reason I think he left was because there were things going on at Texas A&M that would push him, because that is not a promotion. I mean, that's a dumpster fire he's taking over.
So?
I know he's a graduate of LSU, but you're in probably the richest school in the SEC, and you're going to one of the poorest schools in the SEC.
All right, moving along. The Mueller
not a
report
promotion.
comes out today.
Yeah.
When are the liberals going to get off of this and let this go? 'Cause I know you
They never will.
They won't.
They won't. They'll try to use it. It won't work, but they'll try to use it through the election in 2020.
Have you ever seen a president be harassed so much by
No.
the opposing party and half of America as Donald Trump is?
This started in 2000, with that election, and it's just gotten progressively worse. And, no one thought that
He would win.
he would win. So when he did, you would have thought they would have said, okay, now let's move on to something else. And they're not even trying to really craft legislation in D.C. that matched any of their stated goals. They're just trying to fight the president.
For the first time ever in USA Today this morning, a newspaper that I happen to read on a daily basis,
Currently.
for the first time, Bernie Sanders is ahead of Joe Biden
Really?
in the polling by
Yeah.
5 points.
Joe Biden's got a Me Too problem. And a lot more people, there was a poll that said a lot more people today regard themselves as leftist, and, or liberal. And that used to be a bad word in politics. If you were cast as a liberal, you had no chance of getting elected in anything. And now it's surging, especially with younger people.
Anything else going on?
Yeah, we have a very busy zoning board meeting tonight. I'm on that too. So, the city's changing its zoning ordinance. They had a big article in the paper. And the one thing I can stress to people is if you're concerned about growth is going to happen, but what you aren't to be concerned about is it the right kind of growth. And the one thing that we don't need in this town is any more apartment buildings. Unless they are designed upscale. We don't have any of those in
I
Athens.
thought they were
don't.
building those right down here on Lindsay Lane.
Well, their definition of upscale is they don't have a pool or a clubhouse. There are no amenities, and that's usually what accompanies upscale or luxury townhomes or apartments.
How right now, since you are official spokesman of the city, you appear to be this morning, how fast
I'm
is
just supposed to
Athens,
go Greg's part of the city.
how fast is Athens growing?
Well, it's growing really fast. I mean, the Planning Commission just okayed rezoning for basically 1,000 homes worth of property in the city limits.
Sure.
1,000.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Kay Ivey. Governor Kay Ivey had a meeting yesterday. 565 is going to be six lane
lanes.
starting next
Awesome.
year. What was the exact explanation of Huntsville Browns Ferry Road? They're going to widen it all the way from
Tanner.
31 all the way into Madison. Is that it?
Yes.
When does that start?
I don't know, but 72 needs to be
Something done.
something done because
It's got too much traffic.
it's actually quicker to drive 565 to
Madison.
Yeah, then it goes straight down 72. I mean, when I was in high school, I could drive to Huntsville on 72 in 20 minutes.
Times have changed.
Not
Greg.
anymore, Greg.
No.
Speaking of that,
So-
you talk about driving, and y'all can relate. I saw a Country Rover story run Monday on a distant relative named Ambrose Cooper in Grant, Alabama. Was 96 years old, driving his date. I did a Country Rover story on him. He used to work at Butler Brothers in New Hope, which is still standing. In the 30s, he said it took 3 days in a truck to get to Birmingham.
3 days.
3 days. He said it took 3 days. Maybe it was to 20, but it took a long time. With that in mind, I'm taking a break. We're going to have two preachers up here next talking about Easter services coming up. Y'all hang on. Cut out.
Tie off
And-
the gross set.
Oh, it goes up.
Back in action, getting ready to talk about Easter services coming up. But first, Dusty, good to have you in here this morning.
Good to be here, Jamie.
We'll get you just a second. Now, Jason's been up here. He had to give me some counseling a while ago. Gloria cut me off in her new house already. No more doing it in the kitchen.
Jamie, explain yourself. Don't say it like that.
There's white marble on the kitchen table. I mean, the countertop. No more reading newspapers.
You know how our house, he has ink everywhere?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah.
not on that white
Yeah,
wall.
what Mike told you that? What Patsy told you? You can't do your sermon in here. You're making a mess.
No, she
That's
won't
a
tell me
different
that.
thing.
All right, Jason, you got a lot of stuff coming on. First, let's start with Saturday. What's happening at your church again this year?
Again, this is our 4th annual helicopter egg drop. And so it starts at 11:30. We do a little kid just egg hunt, and then at 12:15ish, whenever the helicopter gets there, we drop our first eggs from the sky. And then when we do a second one too. So we do grades 1 through 3 and then grades 4 through 6.
How cute.
You know, I went to a place in Collinsville during Thanksgiving. They threw live turkeys off a building.
Yeah.
They did.
Well, these eggs are dead, so they're all plastic. They have candy.
Y'all throwing plastic eggs or real eggs?
Plastic eggs. They have candy in them.
Okay.
And of course, we give prizes away every 5-10 minutes throughout the time. There's inflatable, free food, lots of fun stuff. We have the Gideons coming, giving away free Bibles, and so it's just going to be a great day.
And then on Sunday morning early.
Yeah, Sunday morning early, 6:30, down in front of Waters Hall, just off Hobbs Street at Athens State University. We have the Athens Limestone Minister Alliance sponsored sunrise service, and it's going to be a great time. We encourage you to come. It lasts about 30 minutes, and we kind of scheduled that way. Oh, you guys come. You guys have been there.
Yeah.
And we encourage you to bring your own lawn chair because we don't provide seating.
Or food.
Or food. We don't provide food
It's only
either.
30 minutes.
It's only 30 minutes. You can hang out for that. But Zack Walker is going to come, do some music, and then Dr. Eugene English is going to share a message from God's Word. So it's just going to be a great time.
And then moving on to the next month.
Yeah, May 2nd is our National Day of Prayer event. And again, that's sponsored by the Athens Limestone Minister Alliance. It's up on the square at noon, last 30 minutes. Some of our city officials, mayor will be there, and he'll be praying over the city. And then fire chief will be there. Pastor Dusty will be a part of that. I'll be a part of that. And some others. So we want you to come out and be a part of our National Day of Prayer event. America needs people praying and coming together and praying right now because there's a lot of issues going on.
Yeah.
You're talking about some stuff will go political, and our nation's a mess, and we need God's people to gather together and just seek God's face on behalf of it.
All
There it
right,
works.
you having one service Sunday?
Yeah, we'll have one service at 10:30, and hopefully we'll pack it out and go in the overflow room.
So this is always a big. How many of y'all usually have show up for that?
For the egg drop?
Yeah.
We have 650 kids pre-registered currently.
Oh, my goodness.
And so we will probably have, if you figure one person come with each child, there'll be about 1,300. I'm expecting somewhere up to 1,700 people on our campus this weekend. So
Amen.
a lot of people are going to be there watching these eggs
I
drop.
want to bring a jacket for that.
Yeah, if it's going to be in the mid-50s up to 60, it's going to be a little chilly, but it'll be good.
They'll be running around. They'll get warm.
Oh, yeah, it'll be so packed in there, no problem.
Down at Lindsay Lane, we got two services. Had what, 8:30 and 10:30?
8:30 and 10:30. Sure do. We got the 8:30 sunrise service after the sunrise service. For some, it'll be a sunrise service. But yeah, 8:30 and 10:30, and we're expecting a lot of people as well. Speaking of eggs, we've been egging people.
Mm-hmm.
We've been inviting people in our neighborhoods to come, and we've been passing out eggs and inviting them to come to Lindsay Lane with one egg empty. There's an empty tomb. And so hopefully have a lot of people respond to that. And all of our people have been, we passed out over 12,000 and something
Nice.
eggs.
Get
And
out.
so, yeah, I hope a lot of people will get their eggs and go online and look at the presentation that I did explaining what You've Been Eggs all about, and come and check us out.
Easter's
Anything-
the day for people to come to church. I
They
mean,
sure
that
do. They
normally
come
don't
on
go,
Easter.
so.
Now, most people will probably attend the second service, though, right? Is that the way it generally
Well,
works?
actually, the last 2 years, it's been balanced out. We've had about the same amount in both services.
We just did a thing on Judge Jamie. You were late as usual getting here for that part, but
He skips it on
over,
purpose.
it said, how many people, Americans, will attend church service this Sunday? Just a little over 50%.
Yeah,
But that's one of the times that everybody usually goes.
that's right. It's probably gone down some over the years because everything else has. You know, people not as loyal or don't see church as an important part of their lives anymore. But most people do come out. You know, one statistic, a lot of the church members come that don't normally come.
don't normally come.
And so they say, I'm a member of the church. I need to be there on Easter. And so they come. And of course, a lot of people that don't attend church at all will come on Easter and Christmas because of the special event that it is. And so, but anyway, I'm just glad they're coming. And I
Yeah.
hope they'll come and hear a word from Jason or Pastor Dusty or
I
our
want to,
churches.
Find a church.
commend you on something that Gloria and I just happened to notice the other day. There's a billboard on 72
Right?
at Jimmy's Lounge.
Yep.
And this
Been there for years.
billboard says, love thy neighbor. Well, the other day, we ride by there, and it was packed with people out in the front.
There was
Motorcycle
a
ride, I guess,
motorcycle
whatever it is.
ride.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
There's them people loving their neighbor right now.
That's right. That's right. We've had that billboard for a number of
And
years.
it's probably the most talked about church billboard
Yeah.
of any church.
Yeah.
Jason, Jimmy's
Good
Lounge, I know
location.
you're not been here
Good
long, but
location.
Jimmy's Lounge is a go-go place right down the road in Madison County on the left. There's a big Lindsay Lane billboard.
Got to
right
reach
up
him
above.
where you can.
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
I'll look for it. I'll look for it.
He never knows what
Just
he's
hope you
gonna
don't see
say.
some of your members in there, man.
Yeah, I see them coming
Don't
out.
recognize any of the vehicles.
Well, we did that because, you know, I used to visit that place in my
Was it old back
other
then?
life. And so, you know, people need the Lord. And so
What
we
are
got
they
a place.
doing there?
Jamie.
Well, they watch.
I'd say use your imagination, but we
they
don't want to go
watch.
there.
You just
I
watch.
thought y'all were being using imagination. I told you I was cut off from doing it in the kitchen anymore.
There's ink
Talk
everywhere.
about papers. I read 100 newspapers a month. 90 to 100. Of course, they're all about it. You know, they're gone by the wayside now. But when I first started, they were in stone. You know,
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe everything you read?
I'd rather
No.
read it than basically see it. But I can remember it better.
When you read.
You normally you do. I mean,
Yeah.
we read the
You
paper. It's
retain-
true. You
you
know.
retain.
I hope you're a
Not
speed reader
anymore,
too.
though.
No,
I
that's
am,
right.
basically. Ask her. I can read. I can go
He
through.
He's a good
Yeah.
reader. He's read at
Yeah.
church. He's a good reader.
But anyway,
good.
thank y'all for coming up today.
Thank you.
Good to see y'all. We'll
welcome.
see y'all Sunday.
By the way, we have a Friday night service. We have Good Friday
Good Friday.
service at 6 o'clock. Andy, John, and I are doing a duet. We're both preaching,
right.
right? We're preaching, not singing, but we're preaching together, about 15 minutes each, and then we're having Lord's Supper, and we're having some good singing. So come out Friday night at Lindsay Lane, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Good
And
Friday.
if you come in, we'll always seat
See
you
you
up
at
front
Easter.
as much as we can, because there's always a seat for you.
Sure is.
Jason, good to see you again.
That's good to be here, Jamie, as
And I
always.
didn't call you Kevin one time.
You did not.
He told me Kevin was coming.
I did. She told me that.
I said, no, it's Jason.
I want to tell you, Joseph's got a bunch of car shows to talk about. All that coming up next. Y'all, hang on. You can tell me that.
I said,
Good help around here.
Hey, Joseph's up here already laughing at Todd. Todd, thanks for providing the humor today.
I love Todd. He's my buddy.
I do too.
Joseph got here early today. Y'all just be shut up. He kept saying he had to go to work. I said, when you got to leave? I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
But anyway.
When I pulled in, there was nobody
That's
here.
it.
Right, what's happening this weekend?
Well, it got you covered top to bottom. I sent a flyer to Brad for tomorrow night, even though I didn't have it listed. Tomorrow night is the third Friday in Decatur, downtown, there in front of the Princeton Theater. Is that what it's called?
Princess Theater.
Princess Theater.
Don't get over often, do you?
No, I don't. I've been wanting to go to this. It's been about 3 years since
Oh,
I've
they started
been.
that back?
Yeah,
Okay.
and you need to get there by like 4:30 if you want to park. If you're just there to spectate, you can get there anytime in that time frame. But that's become a very popular
What'd you say,
event.
spectate?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Be a spectator.
Spectator, yeah. Making fun of me this morning.
Terminator.
Terminator. Then Saturday morning starts it off. Thank you. I'm going to get it cut tomorrow. It's a little long. I'm trying to be like you. People used to tease me when my hair would get long. They say, "You trying to be Jamie Cooper?" I said, "No, trying to be me."
You got to get white.
That's true. Well, that's coming. But Saturday morning is the Autism Speaks Cars and Coffee.
Well, we had a great autism turnout last Saturday.
Well, a little rain. But that's over there on Spindle Drive, which is off of Waltrana. So go over and check that out. And then Saturday, there's like 2 or 3 other ones going on. This says Joe Wheeler Cruising for a Cure, but it says it's listed in Trinity. So that confused me a little bit. But we're going to go with the address right there. So Highway 24 in Trinity. It's an antique car and tractor show.
Oh, well, you know what they're talking about.
Yeah, Joe Wheeler is in.
Joe Wheeler
Joe
home.
Wheeler home is over there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. It
You don't
is
get out
off of
much,
that.
do you?
No, I don't. Not
Joe
much.
Wheeler was he actually, I don't know if he was even into war. Well, he was a big landowner.
Oh, I thought it was
Landowner over there.
He
There's a
owned
big,
the-
there's
they
a
called him Joe
historical,
Wheeler, so I
they
guess
called
he
him
had to be,
General.
but he owned
over in
thousands
Portland,
of
there's a historical sign there.
Okay.
You what, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah, his home site is in Trinity.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
big historical home.
I
Joe.
got you.
Joe Wheeler. That's what they named the resort.
I got you.
Back
Well,
in the
anyway.
Confederacy.
So they're having a cruising for the
He
cure
was in the
over there.
Confederacy. We lost that war.
Did we? Yeah. And then if you're into the Studebakers, they call these orphan cars. They're like
Nobody wanted one.
well, they're like one-off brands. Yeah, they're the cars. They're not a Ford, a Chevy, a Dodge, a Chrysler. They're the other cars. They have their own car show over at the Tech Center, Senior Center, over in
Dustin, did you ever own a
Huntsville.
Studebaker?
No, never did. I liked them.
They do look pretty cool.
Had a Rambler.
Isn't the Studebaker the one that had that bullet
Patsy, that's what
nose?
Patsy has, a Rambler.
Oh my goodness, a Rambler.
It was on blocks.
Oh man.
In her
Her
yard?
daddy gave it to her, yeah. I had to go over and
up.
fix it.
And then
It
James.
really was. I thought it was.
Yeah, it really was. It push button.
All right,
Sorry,
Dustin, go ahead.
Joseph.
And then James Clemens is having their first
You know where that
annual.
is, don't you?
Yeah, I do know where that's at. That's on County Line Road right there. They're having their first car show, and they're calling it a racing car show. So they're bringing in a few race cars from the area, dragsters, stock cars, and that kind of stuff. It's Todd's over
We might
here.
have a dump truck up here.
Is that right?
Strickland dirt. There's more dirt in Limestone County on people than anybody.
You think they'd let me drive it around the parking lot?
I bet they
Just don't dump accidentally a load of dirt out there. We'll
Okay.
have a hard time getting that dirt
Yeah.
out.
But yeah, and then the car show on the square will be April the 27th.
MC?
I am the MC for that one. I got to start getting these people to pay me to do
Now, when is
this.
that?
Yes,
Last
we
weekend of the month?
The 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that Thursday before the 25th, we'll have a car here, and we'll be promoting it. Don't miss
Ain't that
that.
the same day of that other big event? The mullet
the
toss
20
down at
the mullet toss
mullet toss
in
down
Gulf
at the Florida,
Shores.
Bama. Dusty, you ever done that? You look like a mullet tosser.
You used to have a mullet. I've seen photos.
Yeah, I had a mullet.
I did too.
No, you guys are
Anyway,
clowns.
back to you, Jamie.
Did we clarify the situation on Joe Wheeler?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
he learned more about
I
Joe
know about
Wheeler
where that
than-
home's at now. I
Yeah.
remember. I
Yeah.
just forgot about that.
Hillsborough.
Yeah,
Hillsborough.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Brad.
Brad. Hillsborough.
Hillsborough.
Let me tell y'all a
Anyway.
quick story about me about Hillsborough, since we're talking about that. I go and do a country over story. Y'all know I used to be good at that. I was always last thing in the news with 31 was number one because of it. Anyway, I go and do a story. These people grew daylilies. Got a whole big acres of, they're beautiful at what May or June, whenever they're. So they said they're edible. They're an edible plant. Well, I eat one. In the end of that story, I ate one. I'd do anything with it. I don't wrestle with bear. Y'all heard that story?
Yes,
Go to the
a
beach.
time or two.
I break out. I'm just got whelps all over me.
Hives
I
all
can't
over.
figure it out, man. I'm dying of something. Had to come home a day early, a day too early. Had to come right back. Go to the emergency room. She said, "Well, we'll give you a shot here. Well, have you eaten
Benadryl.
anything?" And I said,
Anything strange?
"Daylily." Ding, ding, ding. Right answer. Allergic to daylilies.
No.
So next time y'all eat one,
So in other words, they're not
Daylilies.
poisonous or anything. You're just allergic to it.
evidently.
Yeah, he's allergic to them.
Evidently. Kind of like having shingles. Not
He's
as
really
bad.
allergic to the bee that was in the day.
That's what I thought he was about to say. He ate a bee.
All right, I've killed enough time this morning. If y'all
Goodness.
enjoy it, get going. Don't get
Find
to
a
Lindsay
church to
Lane
go to.
Baptist Church. We'll see y'all.
Easter. Bye.
I'm out of here.